Greetings, it is I, Chris Apollonides, and today I wish to talk to you about the Wheel of Time. People have been saying that this show has gotten better, that this season, that the third season is amazing. Well, I just watched it and it sucks. It still sucks. It's not great, it's not good, it's definitely not amazing. And this is why I wanted to make this video. A bit random. It's not a well-known show, but fuck, it sucks. To be honest, is it better than the first two seasons? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Definitely, it is better. It has improved, but not enough. Let's put the numbers into the sunshine table and we will get the score going from 0 to 5, each category starting with the visuals. I gotta say, some of the shots, some of the set pieces, some of the costumes are really nice, and I appreciate it. As a visual person, I do appreciate when I see pretty stuff on the screen. That being said, there's always this cheapness to it. Even if the set piece is pretty grand and pretty glorious, there's still some elements and something that just feels off, cheap, not authentic. And you can feel it. You can feel it throughout the show on each of those categories. For example, the costumes specifically. Some are pretty cool. Some are pretty fucking cool. But some of them have this weird modern look to them. It makes sense if they're showing this ancient but advanced civilization, and hey, I get it. It's a nice move to have them wear dystopian, futuristic cyberpunk clothes. I appreciate that. But then we go back to the current timeline where the story takes place, and some characters just have very modern clothing, suits and ties, and it's really off-putting for me. But hey, at least it is different, and I appreciate the boldness, but kind of weird. But I do say what I did like were the landscape shots. Sometimes there are just some scenes here and there, and then it just zooms out and you see a big landscape. Beautiful mountains, grasslands, the desert. It's breathtaking. So every time I was ranting about one scene going into another, there was a pause and there was a landscape shot, a beautiful scenery. And I'm like, oh, wow, I need to stop ranting because this is actually beautiful. Take it in. Like, oh, that's nice. I like that. Very nice. So, overall, I will go with a 4. I will go with a 4, which is a very good score. It's entertaining, absolutely. I appreciate the visuals. Even if it's not perfect, at least I tried. The sound. I don't have much to talk about this. It's okay. It's okay. The sword clangs, shield bashing, the channeling. I don't really like the channeling. I think it looks weird, it sounds weird, it's very cheap and looks like a CGI intro cinematic from the 2000s.
Insufficient funds.
But it's fine, whatever, 3, it's satisfying. The music, I actually really liked the music from the first season, and somewhat from the second as well. But by the point of season 3, I'm kind of over it. There's a lot of vocals. Like almost all the songs have like this vocal choir in the back, and it's cool. It's very novel in the beginning, especially in the first season and the second. I was really appreciating the songs, and I do like the composer, Lorne Balfe, or however you pronounce it. He does good shit. But I did feel that in season 3 the score was more the same, not epic enough. But it's not bad, so I will go 3 once again. The acting.
Yes.
It sucks. The acting sucks.
Okie dokie.
The acting sucks so bad.
Okay.
I need to drink for that. Fuck the acting.
Ready to work.
And hey, I don't want to blame the actors. I'm sure that in some other roles they could be terrific, but I think the casting has been really shit. And obviously the writing doesn't help either. If the dialogue is shit, then the actors, they're in a tough position. But let's talk about the characters specifically. Moiraine. She's a great actress, but she is limited by the roles she's put into. Moiraine in the show, she doesn't really have a lot of feelings, and it's kind of cringe to see her being so stuck in this one-dimensional palette. But I admit she does open up in the third season. I think she is the best here that she's been this far. I approve. Egwene, I don't like her. I don't like the casting, I don't like her acting. I think as a character she's shown very foolish and easily led astray. She doesn't seem to be doing any independent thinking. It's just boring. She's just a girl next door and she happens to have magical powers, but that's kind of it. And season 3, she's just being tormented by dreams and shit. Like it's not the most interesting. Disapproved. Rand. Rand is awesome. I love the actor. I love the portrayal. I think he does a good job with how little he has to play with. Because in the show, he is just the protagonist. He doesn't really have a lot of depth to himself. He just simply broods and says stuff like, I am the chosen one. And I feel like he could do so much more. And that one episode with the flashbacks, he has more room to play there. But overall, I do love Rand. I think he's awesome. It is a good casting. And he reminds me of Anakin from the prequels, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. Matt. The picture here is of the first actor who was recasted. I think the new Matt is awesome. I think he's actually really great. Like, he's playing this fucking loser of a guy who always stumbles into trouble. And it's a bit silly, but I think the actor delivers really well. He can be funny, he can be tragic at the same time, and that's not an easy thing to hit. Approve. Perrin. I hate Perrin. Fuck Golden Eyes. Fuck this guy. He's a big oaf. He doesn't have any charisma, he doesn't have any character. He's just sad about killing his wife, and that's his whole story. And in this season, he's supposed to become a leader and lead a bunch of villagers to victory. Why? Why this? Hey, and I don't want to hate on the arc itself. It's a classic. But I dislike the delivery and how it's portrayed. It doesn't feel natural. He doesn't feel like a leader. He doesn't seem to have changed himself, even though people around him think that he is. I think it's just bad casting. This guy just... Fuck, so wooden. Lame. Fuck this guy. Disapproved. Nynaeve. I don't like Nynaeve. I think, as her name implies, she is naive, she's stubborn, she doesn't really... She's not even human. She's not likable. I think that's a big problem with all of these characters, that a lot of them are not that likable. Because they don't really show any interesting characteristics that I could be, that I could feel empathy towards. I don't know. Nynaeve is just kind of like the stubborn, pissed off lady, and she just keeps doing her bitch face, and I don't think she deserves the powers that she has. I'm sad she got them back. Fuck that. Fuck Nynaeve. Disapproved. And Lan. I love Lan. Lan is awesome. Lan is a cool guy. He's laid back, he's chill, relatable. I appreciate the dude. He's badass, he's got a sword, he's got some fighting techniques, he's got a cool background, he's got a lot going on. So I'm a bit sad that he's more of a side character, but appreciate, approve. And I guess the only one missing is Elaine, the princess. She's alright. She's okay. She's feisty. I like that. All that being said, I would love to give it the score of 1. It is frustrating. Watching those characters fumble and fuck around on the screen, it pisses me off, and it's frustrating to watch. But those few that are actually great, I do appreciate. Rand, Moiraine, Lan, Matt. They're good. I really like them. Especially Rand. And for that reason alone, I will give it a 2 instead. Simply disappointing. The story. For context, I have not read the books, but I want to. Especially now after the 3rd season. I need to read it myself. I've ordered the book, it's on its way. I'm going to read it because there's no way the book can be this bad. I've heard so many good things about the book series from my friends, from the internet. I need to know why the story doesn't translate onto the screen. I want to understand what changes have they made that the characters seem boring and lame and depressing. There must be a reason, and as you can understand from the way I'm speaking about the story, I'm not happy. I do like Rand's story. I think Rand had the most interesting arc, and I wish they would focus more on him. Perrin's quest in the fucking village, that's so lame, so predictable. One guy leading a bunch of farmers to victory, it's so overdone. And everyone else in the fucking pirate city, or where the fuck they were, just fumbling around, trying to do something, not achieving anything, and they end up in this one building and something happens with everyone. Oh, I discovered this about my mother. I discovered my powers. I discover a demon deal. Like, what the fuck is this? That just seems lazy. Doesn't that seem lazy? Am I the only one with this problem? I don't know. I don't get it. I feel so disappointed. And every time I hope that it's gonna get much better. Let's scroll. It's okay. It's okay. Wheel of Time is not real. It cannot hurt me. But the rant aside, I have to point out that one of the episodes, the one where we get the flashbacks from Rand's past ancestors, that one's good. I really liked it. It was interesting and different from the other ones. I respect that. But even the ending, like I was expecting a huge grand finale of just Rand embracing being the Dragon Reborn. No, it just kind of falls flat. Like they allude to it, and there's like this big moment. It feels like it's gonna be like the ending of Doom Part 2 with a duel or some sort of standoff, but it's not really. It's not. It's kind of lame. It's frustrating. The story is fucking frustrating. And the fun. I mean, I'm still watching it. I'm watching it because I love fantasy. I love big budget shows. I keep hoping that it gets better, and it is somewhat better than the first 2 seasons. It is. But it's not good enough. And it is fun at times. Sometimes I do laugh. Like when Matt makes jokes, and it's fun. When Rand does something cool and really embraces being the dragon, that's fucking cool. He's badass. And then most of it is shit. Like most of the time, I'm not having fun. I'm ranting. I'm saying shit on the screen. Like why are you saying that? Why are you doing this? What is going on? Why are they going there? It's just very lazy, and it pisses me off. But it's not all bad. That's why I'm just gonna go with 2. Simply disappointing, which gives it the Sunshine score of 50. 50% is bad. It's really bad. It's a half product. Imagine a TV show that's only halfway there. It has some of the components, the costumes and the landscapes and the actors, but they can't act, and the story is shit, and it's just, you only got half of the thing. Half is missing. Poof! And then you're watching this crippled show, and you're wondering, like, what the hell went wrong? Why is it crippled? Makes you wonder. And in case you are interested in a more detailed view, let's look at the comparison with the other shows per episode. The first season, the average score 4 out of 10. Season 2, 4.9, an increase. And season 3, 5.1. So it is getting better, but it's still shit. I mean, this is a scale 1 to 10. It's only halfway there. There's so much more to go. But hey, I appreciate that they are still doing it. They haven't given up. I will keep watching, hoping for the best. And I will start reading. That's a promise. That's a promise right there.
Rhythm's all you need.